Washington was the father of his country.
There's many other fathers we could name. There's Father Knickerbocker,
who got us out of Park. They ought to put him in the Hall of Fame. They say a few kind words for Whistler's father. But Benson was the father of us all.
But when I see my kids in line, I realize the world is mine. For I'm the greatest father of them all.
What a pretty bunch. We kids were a pretty bunch, all right. Sometimes I wonder how the old man lived through it. I'm Charlie Foys, and a long time ago I was the second kid from the right on that stage. That's Eddie Jr. up front with our father. The year is 1913, and this was our opening at the Palace on Broadway. The other whirlwind dancers are my brothers and sisters, Irving, Madeline, Mary, Richard, and Brian. We kids had finally made the big time, proving once and for all one of the axioms of show business: you don't need talent, just courage. Fortunately, our old man had enough of both for all of us. Look at those shoes that character's wearing. Pop was superstitious. In all his years on the stage, he never changed them. It was hard for us to believe they were ever new. But once they were, back in the good old days in Chicago, around 1898, when he was unloved, unmarried, childless, and alone, and determined to stay that way. This is the story of his tragic failure to remain single.
Get out there.
That was our father. A family man from way back.
Eddie, what are you doing between shows?
Clark Street Billiard Parlor. Ladies not invited.
When are you going to break down and take a girl out?
You got the wrong act. This is Foys, single all the way. I travel light, which is more than I can say for you.
Tonight's the night. Barney Green's looking you over for the Schuberts. Lay off the beer and be sure you're back in time.
I've never missed a cue yet.
You don't know it, honey, but you just missed a big one.
Here, you need a cool drink more than I do.
See the new sister act? Direct from Italy. You ought to show the young one the native customs.
I'm not interested in dogs, women, or children in the order of their importance. You can make it, sister. I got confidence in you. I have a lot of confidence.
Scusi, signore.
We could not find who to help us with the bags. We not speak well English. If you would be so kind.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No.
Well, I don't speak anything else. Thought you had me trapped, huh?
Oh, maleducato, villano, ignorante, stupido.
Next time I will carry my bag.
Perché?
I do not try very hard to get by.
Ah?
What do you mean they want my dressing room? I've been here 3 weeks. They just arrived.
2 girls in that little hole next door, and besides, a build over you.
Yeah, you gotta be a foreigner to get anywhere.
Aren't you Irish?
Sure, isn't everybody?
Look, I told them I'd talk to you about it. They don't speak much English.
Just enough to get top billing. Why don't you get me a mirror that isn't rusty?
And the answer is no.
To almost any question.
Yes?
Sorry, girls, he won't budge.
I told you. America. No Italian should ever come here. A curse on Christopher Columbus. Senor Foy has a coliseum. We must stay in this pizza oven. Is there no place to even hang the clothes? Here.
What are you trying to do?
Mi scusi, signore, I look for the closet.
You're in it.
Well,
Madeleine! Un momento.
What do you want?
allow me, I'll fix your makeup,
Allow me, I fix yours.
Oh, it's nothing.
Nothing?
I'm of the ballet. In Milano, we do this all the time.
No wonder Italy's overpopulated. Go.
Oh!
Hey, where were you brought up, in a Turkish bath?
Oh, I wish to help.
Beat it. It's not going to do you any good. You're not getting this dressing room no matter what you do. And I have an idea you'd do it, too. Get out.
What a horrible man.
And I'm not even working at it.
Your face.
Yeah, I know.
It is all wrong. I think...
Wait a minute, I like it this way.
A clown should be happy. In Italia, we know. The commedia dell'arte, the clowns. They come from Italy.
I wish they'd go home. What's the idea?
Your mouth, like this. There. Now your face is happy. Inside you can be sad, miserable, mean, horrible, whatever you wish. But outside, you're happy.
Oh, thanks a lot. You've been a big help. Goodbye.
You're so kind. We have forgotten ours. Arrivederci.
Hey, wait a minute. That cost me 80 cents a jar. Well, outside, you are happy.
That evening, the Mirando sisters started to bring culture to Chicago. But Chicago wasn't quite ready for it. The impatient man in the right-hand box was Bonnie Green, booking agent, all-powerful, all-knowing, the finger of fate in a celluloid collar, here to see if a comic named Eddie Foy was ready to go on Broadway. But for a half an hour, all he'd seen was a lovely, graceful ballerina. Eddie'd been waiting all evening to get out on that stage so Bonnie could discover him. It was going to be a rough night.
3 encores and nobody was even applauding.
I told you to give me a dressing room.
They've been out there so long, they don't need a dressing room. Hey, Mac, what's Barney doing now?
He's looking at his watch again.
He's got to catch the show at the Majestic in 10 minutes.
Don't go yet. You went that way. How do you do? I'm Eddie Foy. I'm the next act in the bill. I've been waiting in the wings so long, my material's going out of style. This chicken's been looking for a mate for the last 42 courses. If I help her find a mate, we can all go home. There's a rooster in the audience. What are you waiting for? How do you do? I'm the next act. She'll never find a mate with that kind of music.
Get off the stage or I cut your heart out.
What do you do for an encore? Here's a pretty thing. Play this. Is there a doctor in the house? This one's moldy. Are you her sister or brother? taking her morning bath. Her mate joins her. Has to. There's only one cake of soap. More water? Yep. Pack up or you'll get wet. Whoops. Have some on me. A little behind the wings. Backhand. Right back. Lucky we're close to Lake Michigan. Oh, I got him.
The hunters are coming. Run for your lives.
Boy, I'm a man of few words. I need another comic. I should be at the Majestic right now, catching Yvette Gilbert. Now, there's a very clever girl. If you ever want to go, I'll give you my box. After all, I'm the fellow who discovered Bert Williams. That's my life, discovering new talent. And tonight I did it again. I could tell you stories, but I'm a man of few words, so I won't go into it. I made this whole thing out for you. Chance of a lifetime. Couple of young producers, Lee and Jake Schubert. New show, Broadway, $500 a week, 4-week guarantee.
I'm a man of few words. I'll take it.
Come to my office tomorrow with the girls' signatures.
The girls? What do you mean, the girls?
The toe dancers.
You mean that Italian clog act? You were looking at your watch, so I walked out on the stage, that's all. We're not an act.
You're not an act. So what was I laughing at? You think the Schuberts want a baggy pants comic? Ballet, art, but so even I can enjoy it. You know what's the secret of my success? I got the lowest taste in Chicago. If I like it, anybody can like it, am I right?
You must be.
Who knows better than Barney Green what's an act? Who talked the 2 Cohens into having children so they could be the 4 Cohens? Single-handed, I made them an act.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Listen, believe me. If you want to get to Broadway, this is the only way. Get their signatures, I'll take you to a wonderful restaurant. We'll celebrate over gedämpfte Brust and some Apfelkuchen, like Mother used to make. Not your mother, my mother.
Hey, you laugh good. I should feed my whole audience champagne.
My sister, she was so wrong.
I'm sorry she wouldn't come.
She does not trust you. But all you wish is to make apology, no?
Yes.
You have acted like a pig and an idiot, and you're sorry, yes?
Well, I wouldn't have put it quite that way.
So you send me flowers. Have you before ever sent flowers to a woman?
Well, there was a lady trapeze artist who fell off a high wire. Everybody sent flowers.
All the men on the continent I've met there are so polite. My stomach is stirred by a civilized man. You are refreshingly vulgar.
I knew I'd get to you.
Champagne, flowers, and to offer us your dressing room, too. From you, the supreme gesture.
It was about time I acted like a human being.
And I know why you did not act so before. I know your secrets, Senor Foy.
You do?
The harsh, the mean, the cruel Senor Foy. He was too shy.
Have some more champagne.
I like you very much, Senor Foy. You see, I'm not shy.
Toast to not being shy.
Fill me up again.
That's what I call a fast worker. I just dropped in for a snack. There you are. Here's the girl. I'm a man of few words. Where's the signature?
Miss Mirando, the late Barney Green.
Miss Mirando, you see in me one of the greatest lovers of the ballet in all Chicago. Ask anyone. But when Eddie gave your act just what it needed, a couple of pratfalls, I knew I had it. And I know you're going to love working for the Schuberts.
Who are the Schuberts?
They haven't got them in Italy.
Oh, there must be your brother around someplace.
It'll be a great act. Foy and the Mirandos.
My sister is waiting. You'll excuse?
Did I say something?
Everything. About 2 bottles of champagne too soon. Paid the check. Miss Verando. I wouldn't catch cold if I were you. Your sister'd never make it as a single. Okay, so I had this contract in my pocket for you to sign. Glad Barney broke it up. Hey, slow down or I'll let you get wet. I can see right now you're the kind of girl I've been running away from all my life. The house in the country type. Well, I don't need you or your sister or anyone else. I work alone. I'll get to Broadway by myself. Haven't had any help so far. Hey, watch out for those puddles, will you? This is a rented suit.
Maybe someday you'll rent a wife and children, hmm?
Just for the day.
I'm sorry for you.
What for? I got the umbrella.
You're so empty.
All I want is my name and lights.
Nothing else?
What else is there?
The rest of the world.
What have they ever done for me? Did you ever hear that song Bert Williams sings?
No.
When life seems full of clouds and rain, and I am filled with naught but pain, who soothes my thumping, bumping brain? Nobody. When winter comes with snow and sleet, and me with hunger and cold feet, who says, here's 2 bits, go and eat?
Nobody?
You're getting the idea. I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I ain't never got nothing from
nobody.
No time. And until I get something from somebody sometime, I don't intend to do nothing for nobody. No time. When I try hard and scheme and plan to look as good as e'er I can, who says, look at that handsome man?
Nobody.
Nobody. When all day long things go amiss, and I go home to find some bliss, who hands to me a glowing kiss?
Nobody?
As soon as I got your message, I ran right over. They signed the contract?
Here it is. You got any open time on the West Coast?
What?
I gotta get out of here faster. Before you know it, I'll be petting dogs and kissing babies.
Might be worth it. The Schuberts, big musical comedy, Broadway.
Are you married?
Sure, wonderful woman. Just celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary. 15 years with the same woman. 4 beautiful children, go home from the office every night.
Is it worth it?
I'll get you some time on the West Coast.
Eddie headed west without even saying goodbye. Madeline and Clara decided to take the next boat back to Italy.
So he runs away. The first kindness he has done a woman. We go back to Italy, where there are a dozen young men who would give their life to make you happy. Praise Mary, we have seen the last of Signor Foy.
We will wait, and we will see. And then perhaps we will praise Mary.
By late summer, Pop firmly believed a woman is only a woman, but a good cigar is a smoke. Of course, he never smoked a good cigar in his life.
Mr. Foy, why don't you get rid of that old cigar?
Rather not. Been in the family a long time.
Why don't you get some fresh ones? Special price. $2 a box.
How much will you take to leave me alone?
Avarone pidocchioso, stupido.
Hey, do you read Italian?
Sure, I read Italian.
Read this for me, will you?
How did you get to know a girl in Milan?
I shoot pool all over. What does it say?
She says she's going to be sposarsi.
That's a big help.
Married. In 2 months, when she finished the dance to La Scala, she's very happy because he's
Never
a
mind.
very nice boy. Father has got lots of money. She says she will have many servants.
Shut up.
She will live in Roma. She will be very, very happy without you. She's the luckiest girl on the wall, and she didn't write that. That's my own.
Is that all?
$1.98.
Yeah,
Special
but
price.
that she's stupid, though.
It's 7,486 miles from San Francisco to Milan, Italy, and the La Scala Opera House. But the old man made it, pretending all the way he was just going out for a walk.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello?
Your Foy. What a surprise.
Yeah, I figured it would be. I just happened to be passing through Milan, rounding up some talent for the Schuberts, and I thought I'd look you up.
How nice.
Say, it just occurred to me. You wouldn't be interested in hooking up with me.
Riposo, ragazzi.
Hooking up?
Yeah, you know, the three of us. Ballet and comedy. You, me, and your sister.
Oh,
Barney Green has it all set. We can open on Broadway.
I am sorry. I have a better offer.
Oh, Claude Erlanger beat me to it?
No. There is a young man. Did you get my letter?
Yeah, the letter. Very interesting. I saved the stamp.
I am to make marriage. The Schuberts can match that offer?
No, the Schuberts couldn't.
I see. Do you stay in Milano long?
No, I was thinking about leaving tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I just started thinking about leaving tonight.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, keep bending. I'll match the offer.
When?
Right away, before I regain my senses.
Then tell me.
Tell you what?
What does any young man tell a young lady when he wishes to make such offer?
Frankly, I spent my whole life avoiding finding out.
I like to find out.
Okay, will you marry me?
You say like if you're ashamed. Say it so everyone can hear.
What for? They don't understand English.
This English every woman can understand.
What do you want, blood?
See, I want you to say it loud. On the stage of La Scala in Milano. The home of Verdi, Puccini, Melba. So that I can remember for the rest of my life.
Shall I sing Pagliacci for an encore?
If you wish.
Will you marry me?
Louder.
Will you marry me?
Why?
Why? How long does this go on?
Until you tell me you love me.
I love you. Do you want it louder?
No. I heard.
I hope the Schuberts appreciate what I'm doing for them.
After the wedding, they honeymooned on the Isle of Capri and the Riviera. There wasn't anything the old man wouldn't do for the Schuberts. 2 months later, he brought the act back to New York.
My bag. You forgot.
Anything else? I got a leg free.
Eddie!
Barney!
Eddie!
Hiya, Barney.
Congratulations, and where have you been? Rehearsal started 3 weeks ago.
It's my fault, Senor Green. All my life I dream of a honeymoon on Capri. So we stayed. It was lovely.
Damp and windy.
She was our guide during the day.
Come on, I got a hack waiting.
Just a second, Mac. I haven't checked through everything. Nothing comes in from Italy without being inspected.
It's mine. Everything is declared.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
The country you have here, America. Underwear inspectors, idiots,
Quick,
fools.
take her off in a corner someplace before they ship us all back to Italy.
So fortunate we could not be. Wait! Do not push.
We gotta make it snappy. I promised you'd all be at the theater in a half hour, singing and dancing.
Not Madeleine.
What do you mean? Why not, Madeleine?
She's with child.
What child is she with? Whose child? I didn't see any kids around.
Cinta, how do you say? She's pregnant.
I don't care how you say it. She can't do this to me. I sent you in advance. Why didn't Foy let me know?
We have not let him know.
He must have an inkling.
No.
Why not?
I do not trust him.
You do not trust him. Your sister must have trusted him. Why do these things always happen to me?
She is young, foolish. I tell her not to marry. Not this vagabondo.
You said it.
Then in Capri, she tells me there's to be child. I say, do not tell him. He will leave you. He will take the boat to America alone. I am right, no?
He would have swum back.
Let's go. Barney, this is what I've waited for all my life. Broadway. When does the new show open?
The curtain rises May 15th. The orchestra plays the introduction. And you come out about 9 months later.
Break that down for me. I've been away from the country a long time.
Too long, and on my money. You can kiss Broadway goodbye.
I haven't even kissed it hello. What do you know that I don't know?
I talked to your European representative. You should speak to her sometime. She's a mine of information.
Signor Foy, we are going to have a baby.
I wanted to tell you, Eddie, but Clara said to wait.
If you're interested, it happened in Capri.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, one and all. It's nice of you to let me in on it. Are there any other late bulletins? You seem to know everything. What's it gonna be, a boy or a girl?
It will be an Italian.
It's one thing we're getting past customs.
You're angry?
No, it just seems like a dirty trick to play on a kid, having me for an old man.
Broadway faded into the distance. The baby arrived on schedule. Pop named him after William Jennings Bryan and Abraham Lincoln. Bryan Lincoln Foy. If this kid turned out to be an Italian, it would be an uphill fight. One city followed another as the months went by. The old man might have been last on the bills at the theater, but he was still #1 in the pool rooms. The money came in handy now that there was another mouth to feed, besides Aunt Clara's.
L'chaim. Okay, drink up. I got a matinee tomorrow. Don't press your luck with me. You're in this family on an Annie Oakley, you know. You getting any there? Hmm? What do you... Capri.
What's wrong?
Everything. I wasn't built for this type of work. I've reached a conclusion that this kid is the last of the line. There are enough boys in the world right now.
She did not tell you?
What?
We are pregnant again.
Milwaukee.
It rained all that week.
That is all you have to say? Doesn't this mean anything to you?
Sure. We're gonna have to open another drawer. I'll tell you one thing. I'm getting tired of rooming houses. I'm gonna have to get set in a show so we can settle down, stay in one place.
Someday we'll have a big house in the country. Grass, trees, a goat.
Just like Italy.
When I talk about settling down, I'm talking about an apartment at the Sherman Hotel. You'll feel right at home. They got a lot of old goats in the lobby.
A life. How can you stay with this gypsy? Nothing but insults.
I love him when he gets angry. And he's angry all the time. How many women can love their husbands all the time?
It's the third pair of pants that kid's ruined. Well, you want me to sleep in the drawer?
It's too late.
Aunt Clara made sure that the next edition of the family was baptized Giovanni Vittorio Emmanuel. The old man pronounced it Charlie. And am I glad? Now there was still another mouth to feed, and Aunt Clara's appetite was improving all the time. Pop had to become a star out of sheer necessity, and the effort was beginning to tell on him.
I'm tired, so very tired. Conversation always seems to tire me. I'm tired, so very tired. I am awfully tired.
The entire nation would soon hear about the Iroquois Theater, but to the old man, it was a private affair between him and Brian.
That means your old man is a star.
I don't want to see it.
Biggest show that ever hit Chicago. I happen to be very, very funny in it. You'll love me.
I don't want it. I want more licorice.
What are you talking? Are you planning on going into the business? Come on, Brian. I gotta get my makeup on.
Let's go back to the candy store.
Will you please come on? Look. Brio, look at me. This isn't my idea, you know. Your mother made me promise for your birthday to take you to see Foy and Mr. Bluebeard. It's a sellout. Every kid in town is going. You're gonna sit in the wings where you can see everything that goes on. What better present could you have?
More licorice.
Oh, that's cute. Very cute. Half inch to the right and there wouldn't be any matinee today. Come on, Brio. You're gonna see Foy and like it whether you like it or not.
I don't want to know.
Don't fool around with a star.
Well, what a fine-looking little boy. This your son, Eddie?
No, he's not my father.
Come on, stranger. You didn't laugh like that when I was on, little Italian. James, he's a relative. What about you? I'm on. No danger. Take it easy. Nobody runs out on Foy. They walk out. Slowly, quietly. Like this.
That corny old soft shoe helped to quiet the panic. Saved a lot of lives. The old man was very modest about the whole thing in later years. He didn't mention it more than 2,000 or 3,000 times. Theaters closed all over the country after the fire. But when they reopened, Eddie Foy had finally made it to Broadway. More of a headline than a headliner. He was doing 8 shows a week at the theater and a matinee at St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Mary Ellen Foy, go in peace, and may the Lord be with you. Amen.
Thanks, Father. I can just make the second act.
Madeline Antoinette Foy, go in peace, and the Lord be with you. Amen. Amen.
Right on schedule, Father.
Aren't we all? Edward Felix Foy, Jr., go in peace, and Lord be with you. Amen.
Amen. They should have given the old man a season ticket.
Irving Lewis Foy, go in peace, and the Lord be with thee. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
We're running out of holy water, Father.
5 years later, the old man took us all out for a drive way out in the country. We kids figured he was planning a mass murder.
What time do they pull on the sidewalks here?
Look, they never put him out.
When your father is nice enough to take us for a Sunday drive...
What else can he do? The pool rooms are closed today.
I thought we were having children, not the Avon Comedy 4.
Fresh air is good. Breathe, breathe. Children should not spend all their lives in a hotel. This is where they should be, and not just on Sunday.
Way out here in the sticks?
For years I have asked you. It's like talking to a wall.
If I listened to you and Madeline, we'd be stuck in some breakaway house like that. Apple Knockers Haven, 10 miles to the nearest glass of beer.
It's beautiful.
That's what I figured. Get everybody out. I bought a Jessity.
Bought it?
Boy, did you get taken.
Sure.
Hey, come on, let's go see what's holding it up.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Clara, a house in the country. What I always dreamed.
Oh,
Well?
it's falling apart.
We never complain about you. Breathe, breathe.
It's too far out. I would never see my friends. Oh, I could not be happy here.
Oh, well, we wouldn't want that to happen. Italy is that way.
Eddie, Clara is our guest.
After 14 years, the word is tenant. Well, don't everyone thank me at once.
I bet there isn't a girl for miles.
As far as you're concerned, there isn't a girl for years.
You don't get home much, do you, Pop?
How can we live without those bright lights? Hey, the fence is broken! Out of my way!
There they go.
Wait! It's probably not paid for.
I'm so happy. Here is almost everything I want.
I have to buy you something for your birthday.
Today is not my birthday.
Well, whenever it is, this is for it.
A goat. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now Clara has someone to talk to. You better keep them tied up. There's a lot of Foy in them.
No, I never tie anyone.
Yeah, I know. I guess that's why it worked out. They always told me there were no girls like you around. I had to import one.
I'm so glad you got me past customs.
I smuggled this in from a little jewelry store out in the Bronx. I'm sure you'll hate it.
An engagement ring.
I figured it was about time.
Yes, it will be nice for the children to know we are engaged.
I'm new at this. It's a little big. I'll take it back.
Oh, no. It's just the right size.
Easy, kid, or I'll have to buy you the wedding ring. Well, I gotta get back to New York.
You're not coming in the house?
No, I've seen it. Everything's inside, including the groceries. I even ordered a gallon of tomato paste.
Where are you going?
The Lambs are throwing another dinner for Georgie Cohan. I gotta be master of ceremony.
If we make you master of ceremony, maybe you'll have dinner with us sometime.
Thank you. Get off.
Addio, Pop. Arrivederci.
And the top of the morning to you, too.
This is why he buys us a house, huh? So he can hide us here in the wilderness while he runs back to the city to have a good time. Wait. He's turning around.
We better learn how to count.
Oh.
Mrs. Foy. And where is Mr. Foy this fine Sunday morning?
Sleeping, of course. Where would you be if you'd been out till 4 o'clock in the morning?
Next Sunday, Father, he'll come to church. I promise.
So you've been saying. If there were not so much evidence to the contrary, I wouldn't even believe there was a Mr. Foy. On the day he comes up these steps, every church bell in New Rochelle will ring in triumph.
For that, he might come.
We saw very little of the old man when he was playing on Broadway. But then he decided to take his latest success on the road. Pop felt a little guilty and made a special point of seeing us before he left for Boston. I'll never forget the night.
Goodbye, Madeline, Richard, Eddie, Brian, Mary, Charlie.
Bye. Who's out waving?
A friend of Mother's.
It wasn't his fault the Boston Limited didn't stop at New Rochelle. And how could he know Mother's coffin wasn't just from the night air? As the months went by, Mother became very ill. The doctor was at the house all the time. Pop was still away on the road, and he never even knew about it. He thought everything was great at home. Every week there was a letter from him. Aunt Clara would take it upstairs to Mother's room. Mother never left her room anymore.
Where is he? Where is it from? Dubuque. There's such a place, Dubuque? Dubuque. Why you don't write and tell him how sick you have been? He'll be home in a few days. Why worry him? How can you stay all these years with this man? A stranger in his own home, a visitor to his children. Nothing to show how he feels. I know how he feels. I did not marry to change him. But he changes you. What does he say? $485. He still loves you.
Will you try that number again? You sure you have the right one? Well, operator, keep trying. This line's been busy ever since my train pulled in. I'm feeling there's something wrong at home.
Somebody's on the telephone, so right away the world's coming to an end. Hang up. You'll go to New Rochelle right after the Friars' dinner. Surprise them.
What's so important about hearing Georgie Cohan make another speech about himself?
I didn't want to tell you. This speech is about you. You're getting an award.
And Cohan is going to give it to me? Oh, well, let's hurry. I want to see who's holding the gun to his back.
And in these years, the Friars have given awards to many men of specialized talent. But no one has so far outdistanced the field in his own specialty. It's an honor to present to Eddie Foy the Friars Trophy for the Outstanding Father of the Year.
Thank you, Mr. Cohan. I know how much it must pain you to give an award to anyone but yourself.
Oh, that's all right, Foy. I wasn't really trying for this one. Seriously, though, I wish I had 7 kids to perpetuate the name of Cohan.
Since when did you need help?
Well, when an Irishman gets on in years, he likes to have a family around him. Do you know what I'd give to have your 7 kids?
Do you know what I'd give you to take them?
I've met your kids. You couldn't afford it.
Well, at least you'd have an audience. And you'll need one when Foy opens across the street in the Ziegfeld Follies.
What's an old man like you got to show the public that's new? Ziegfeld will have to throw 100 beautiful girls on that stage.
What are they going to show me that's new?
Oh, they'll think of something, but I'm not worried. Broadway Jones will still be running when Foy has slowed to a walk.
When I caught the show, Cohan had slowed to a crawl.
You heard the applause, didn't you?
Every time you waved that American flag.
After 7 children, you couldn't even lift it.
Well, I still get around pretty good. Watch this. Let's see the theater's oldest boy wonder match that.
Clear the table. Make way for the main course. Don't let that frighten you. Come on, Pops. Give the old gentleman a hand. Harry, let's have Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Don't you ever dance to any music that wasn't written by Cohan?
There isn't any.
It'll never take the place of dancing. Willie, take over the piano. A little Foy music. Sweet, pretty, and original. How's that for an old man?
Pretty old. Do you know any of my soft shoe routines?
I know every routine you ever did. I did them first.
Then I did them right. Marissa, a little Mary.
It's a little late, isn't it?
Yes, everyone else has left.
Everyone else?
Mrs. Foy had many friends.
What do you mean, had many friends? What's going on?
She passed away this afternoon.
What are you talking about? She's fine. I just got a letter.
She was ill for several months.
Several months? Wait a minute. She would have told me.
If you don't mind, I'm trying to locate her husband.
I'm her husband.
I'm sorry, Mr. Foy. I don't believe we've ever met.
I'm the one that's sorry, Father. Clara, and I wasn't even here.
It was like old times. You should be happy now. You don't have to come home at all anymore. Father of the Year. Congratulations.
Who is it?
Nobody.
Hello, Pop. Just passing through.
Hello, Clara. Is Eddie home?
That's the trouble, yes. Look what he buys. Please, nobody can touch, nobody can punish. Presents, presents, always presents.
Trying to make a big hit with the kids, isn't he?
Hit. They spit on him. If I have the right, I take them all to Italy. Brian, Mary, Madeleine, come to lunch, quick.
Brian, I got you too, man.
Hello, Eddie.
Welcome to Kittyland. Hey, that was a pretty fast 6 furlongs old Rosebud ran Saturday. I gotta get out the track again.
You better get out somewhere.
You want a beer? Open the icebox and help yourself. The icebox is still there.
All the shows are set for the fall. You haven't done a thing in 6 months. I mentioned your name to Sam Harris, and he said, "Who's Eddie Foy?"
Who's Sam Harris?
What are you going to do, hang around here the rest of your life watching the kids saw each other in half?
The minute I leave, Clara will swim back to Milano with my kids between her teeth.
It'll be better for them than this.
What are you talking about? They got everything they want.
They got nothing.
You don't want my beer, get out.
I'm an agent. I make a living by being yelled at.
That's a living.
But take my word.
Yeah.
You're playing a character part here.
I took your word.
I never saw such a lousy hunk of casting.
I know.
Go to work, Eddie.
You need
Go
the money,
back
huh?
on the stage.
What
That's
about
where
the
you
kids?
live.
What about these
Take them with you.
All 7 of these hooligans? That'd be great, wouldn't it? Hiya, Billy. New entry. Can you imagine what they do to a hotel room while I was on stage? They'd be bouncing chambermaids on the 5th floor.
Take them on stage. Vaudeville, an act.
Vaudeville?
That way you can keep an eye on them.
But I'm in musical comedy now. I'm a big star.
Not in this house.
Forget it.
I'm a man of few words. Eddie Foy and the 7 little Foys are booked into the Empire Theater in Pittsburgh in 3 weeks. I put up a bond.
You put up a bond? You expect me to believe this?
I will, too.
What manager would book an act without even seeing him?
My brother-in-law. That's why I had to put up the bond.
Yeah, well, you tell them to forget it. The kids are staying right here where they belong.
All right, so I'm a man of few words and a lot of bad ideas.
You sure are.
What made me think because the Cohens turned out all right, the Foys would, too? The Cohens had a father.
Hey, I thought nobody was supposed to hit us anymore.
We're changing the act.
Ooh! Ooh!
That night, Pop tried to put us all to work. We sent Irving for reinforcements.
Quiet! It's about time you got off your keisters and helped support your old man.
How about you going to work? You're never going to work anymore.
What are you doing to them?
What? I'm giving them the chance of a lifetime. Irving, get in line down there.
I don't want to go to work. Neither do I.
You're all coming into show business with me.
Oh, that's your business.
Right there.
Yeah.
Eddie Foy and the 7 little Foys. How does that sound?
Hey, why do you get top billing?
I got a smart agent, that's why.
Show business. There's no place to bring up children.
Sick of man, Clara.
I will not stand for this.
Sit down at the piano and earn your keep.
No, never.
Fine, we'll go on the road without you. Thought I had you.
We don't want to go on the road.
Yeah, who
I
wants
want
to
to leave
travel?
Rochelle.
I had a horse with you to get you here. Anybody in New Rochelle would be happy to leave New Rochelle. Just think of all the big towns you'll see. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Baltimore.
We don't want to go on the road.
You
But
see,
I could...
you must not tear children away from home, their friends and the school. I put supper on the table.
Sit down. What do you need friends for? There are 7 of you. You got all the friends and enemies you need right here in the family.
Yeah, we know who they are, too.
And as far as school's concerned, I'm going to have a teacher go along with you.
Why be in vaudeville if you got to be educated?
You only learned to count to 7 so you could keep track of us.
Look, keep that up and I'll only have to count to 6. Now, let's get organized. Back up. Look, first of all, we're going to come out to the opening, and we're all going to do a time step, precision style. All the Foys. What, Bryony, come out here. Do the step with me right here. Little tempo, Clara. Let's go now. Hold it. Whoever told you you could dance?
You're the first one.
Sit down, sit down. Charlie, try this step, will you? Right here. Follow me. Here we go. Clara?
I can't sing either.
There must be some nuggets of talent hidden here someplace. They're my kids, aren't they?
They finally prove it. Come, I give you supper.
No. Nobody eats till we get an act.
We'll starve.
What do we got here? Nothing but comics? I'll tell the jokes.
Well, tell them while we eat, huh?
Not so fast. Somebody here must have something besides an appetite.
I can dance.
Keep your opinions to yourself.
Madeline and I sing duets.
I knew it. I knew we had something here. You loafers can fake it while I bring these 2 little girls out on the stage in gingham and
Nobody
pink bows.
wants to. No.
Oh, boy, the audience will go, ah. These kids will build a whole act around it. Go ahead, you little dolls. The spotlight is on you. Do your stuff. Kill the people.
There are smiles, yes, there are smiles that make you happy. There are smiles, yes, there are smiles that make us blue. There are smiles that steal away the teardrops as the sunbeams steal away the dew. There are
I hope it's very smoky in Pittsburgh.
tender meaning.
After that, Pop started to work with us day and night. It wasn't long enough. He showed us every trick he ever learned. In desperation, he resorted to camouflage. 7 kids in a row would make a heck of a target. Irving figured he was too young to die. But the old man was determined. He wanted as many kids between him and the audience as possible. We left for Pittsburgh, ready or not. We should have stayed in the trunk. We took up half a sleeping car and a whole washroom.
Hey, I put it on the side.
Sorry. You're ready. There you are.
That's Charlie's. Let me up, Eddie Foy.
How do you handle this?
I'll do it.
You no help at all.
Well, you want somebody to unbutton you. You're on your own. Go to sleep. Is everything all right?
Well, I couldn't find any soap, no place to take a bath, and I got a cinder in my eye.
Home, sweet home.
What are you complaining about? I gotta sleep in the attic. What's the matter?
What do you care?
I care a lot.
And why did you take us away?
Well, I hoped you kids might like to be with me.
Why?
Well, this might come as quite a shock to you, but I am your father. No, it came as quite a shock to me.
You took us away. We don't have any friends here, or toys, or anything.
Now, don't jump to conclusions. I had Clara pack everything for you. Toys, books, seashells, everything.
Everything?
The works.
Where's our goat?
I had to leave him behind. He wouldn't take an upper.
You didn't pack anything.
Honest, everything else. Every piece of junk. I had to leave 3 of my suits.
Did you pack my doll?
Oh, sure. I knew the situation would come up.
Can I have it?
In the morning.
You didn't bring it.
Sure I did. It's in the trunk, in the baggage car.
I can't go to sleep without my doll.
Yeah, but you can't expect a guy to go hunting around a baggage car in the middle of the night just to look for it. But, I mean, after they think I mean, would you... I'd... All right, I'll try.
Thank you, Papa.
If you could only carry a tune.
That what you were looking for?
Yeah. Close up the trunks, will you? Here's a book.
Nighty-night.
Take it. I almost had to buy her a ticket.
Take it back.
Yes, but you asked me to go...
I just want to see if you brought it. Good night.
Good night, daughter. You've been an education. It's all right, we're married.
Even the old man was afraid to walk out on that stage.
Oh, no, you don't. Get out. Stick together. They'll come up here and get us. A little more applause. You know, it took me a long time to get this act together. Where's Irving? Their attention. Howard, come out in the open like the rest of us. All right, spread out. Make it look like a big act. Well, here we are, the whole family. This is it. You know, if we ever move to Philadelphia, we'll make it a city. Is that funny? We have no other choice but to go into our act, such as it is. Professor, start the mayhem. You know, if these weren't my kids, I'd leave the theater. Why don't you? What were you watching?
It's no place for children.
Don't be silly. Only children can get away with it.
I'm not in the act. I'm just here to defend them. And now Mary and Madeline will sing for your pleasure. I know it isn't mine.
Young Johnny Jones, he had a cute little boat, and all the girlies he would take for a float. He had girlies on the shore, sweet little peaches by the score. But Johnny was a wise and highman, you know. His daddy girl was Flo. And every Sunday afternoon, he'd jump on his boat and they would stow. And then he'd row, row, row.
Way up the river he would row, row, row. A hug he'd give her, then he'd kiss her now and then. She would tell him when.
He'd fool around and then they kiss again.
And then he'd row, row, row. A little further he would row.
Then he'd drop both his oars, take a few more tours. Then he'd row, row, row.
To the boat! Forward!
Come on out of there. You want to drown?
Don't change a thing.
They liked it?
Well, listen to them. They loved it. You're a hit.
It's the worst act I ever saw on the stage. We're stealing money.
And I get 10%.
You should be ashamed making fools of your own children.
Yeah, it's about even.
Go on back. They're yelling for you.
You sound a little bloodthirsty to me.
No, they love it.
Really? Okay, kids, let's go. We're a hit.
Hey, Pop.
Yeah.
When do I get a raise?
Oh, get out of there, will you, please?
After Pittsburgh, we hit the road. Pop gave us that raise, but he made us pay for our hotel room. So we insisted on signing the register.
Hey!
But no matter how far we traveled in the next few months, we couldn't get away from school. The old man had hired a school teacher who never even gave us time to take our makeup off.
The war has actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the fields. Why stand we here idle? What is it the gentlemen wish? What would they have? A life so dear, a peace so sweet, to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty, or give me justice.
Class dismissed. Next performance will be tomorrow afternoon.
How can you knock that? Patrick Henry himself didn't get that many bows. Isn't this better than the New Rochelle?
Sure. Here they learn much more. I show you.
Hey, there. Hey! Come on. Nicely good. Hey, there now.
Charlie. What are you doing?
Mr. Foy, you're on.
We're on, Pop. You never missed a cue yet.
I ever catch you shooting craps with my kids again, I'll have you run off the circuit. Right after I break your heads open.
A fine school, huh?
What's wrong with shooting craps? Best way in the world to learn to add.
Oh, yes? What about Christmas? They spend it learning to shoot pool?
Christmas, that's after Syracuse, isn't it?
Every year, Madeleine and I, the happiest time with the children was Christmas. A tree, the snow in New Rochelle, hanging their stockings by their beds. Children should be home for Christmas.
Hey, Pop, there goes the curtain.
Chinatown, where the lights are low.
Ah, what a peaceful little village.
Hearts that know no other land. Drifting to and fro, this way, Bryony. Dreamy, dreamy Chinatown. Almond eyes of brown. Hearts seem light, and life seems bright in dreamy Chinatown.
So this is Chinatown. It's nothing like Oshkosh, but then what is? I wonder what strange horrors lurk behind those walls.
You like to see Chinese mystery? You like to see horror chambers? You like to see many strange things?
Stranger than you? I paid my dollar, son. I'm game for anything.
You follow me.
I never begged you for anything before.
All right, all right.
A holiday, for the children's sake.
I said all right. We got an open week anyway. We'll all go to New Rochelle. We'll do the whole Santa Claus bit.
I tell the children, the minute they finish, thank you.
Great. I'll be waiting for you when you come down the chimney.
Little mean toy, love a little Chinese boy. Where the lights are low. Sailing in a sampan, play a little fantan. Hearts that know no other land. Drifting to and fro. Living pretty fancy, sailing on the Yangtze. Dreamy, dreamy, sing a little love song, play a little mahjong. All in our zone. Where the little doves rest, build a little love nest. Hearts seem light, and life seems bright.
And there's everything nice. There's yen and rice.
For you and me.
Pop told us we were heading home for Christmas after one more swing around the circuit. We could almost smell the plum pudding.
Now I'm going to prove I'm the best agent in the business. Where's the last place in the world anybody could book these 7 schlemiels?
What theater?
No, where is them?
You're kidding.
The Palace, Broadway.
More work.
Eddie Foy and the 7 Little Foys. The Palace. Took me 20 years. You kids get there in 6 months.
Without you, we might have made it in 5.
And you open Christmas week.
What?
Christmas?
No.
It's the biggest week in the whole year.
On Christmas? Oh, gee whiz.
I don't want to go
go on.
You don't mean it. Not Christmas week, Barney. They wouldn't book this kind of cockamamie Christmas week.
It was a fight, but I did it. Well, isn't anybody going to kiss me or something?
Get out of here.
What did I do? What's so terrible?
Hit the road.
What kind of a crime?
Beat it. I'll see you later.
You're not going to do this. You made a promise. Christmas is a time for family, not work.
That's what this family does, works together. What's wrong with working together on Christmas?
Mamma mia, it's father. Even on a holiday, your children must earn the bread and butter for you.
For both of us. Don't you know what the palace is?
What?
And I can't turn it down. If my kids are going to be in show business, I'd like to see them at the top. That's what we work for, just to get up there.
This specimen is yours, isn't it?
Sure, what about it?
Easy, that's my good ear. I found him behind the trunk in the chorus girl's dressing room, peeking over the lid, and him in short pants.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Aren't you going to do anything about it?
Sure, I'm going to put him in long pants.
If he was my kid, I'd slap him across the face.
Yeah, what were you doing in the chorus girl's dressing room? I'll get in touch with your old man.
That's telling him, Pop. Hey, what'd you do that for?
I don't know, I guess I'm supposed to. I don't think it'll do any good. Couldn't hit you hard enough to keep you from growing up.
You almost made it that time.
Maybe if your mother were around, she could handle it.
I handle it. Now you see. Christmas work, dressing rooms, chorus girls, a fine place to raise family.
Don't blame it on show business. It could have happened in New Rochelle.
Oh, sure, they have chorus girls all over New Rochelle.
Kid is just being normal.
I beg you. Let me take the children. You stay in the theater. You belong, not them. I give them home.
This act is playing the palace, and you're not going to stop it.
I forget. You need the children so your name can be on a big sign, Eddie Foy and the 7 Little Foys. They should change the sign, huh? Eddie Foy and the 7 Little Orphans.
Look, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to be father and mother to these kids.
I cry for you. Now you are father, mother, and aunt. I leave.
You've been leaving for 15 years. I haven't seen the back of that dress yet.
You'll see it now. I go.
Okay, I'm not going to beg you. I'll catch up with you in New Rochelle.
Not New Rochelle. I go back to Italy.
That's fine with me, but it's a little tough on Italy. I'll buy you a one-way ticket.
I'm sorry, Aunt Clara.
Brian, you are the oldest. You are in charge now. Lord have mercy.
Oh, Aunt Clara.
Mary, you must be little mother now. Take good care.
Yes, Aunt Clara.
Do your lessons every day. And every night, all of you say your prayers.
What should we pray for?
Your father.
Couldn't I pray for a bicycle?
First your father, then the bicycle.
Aunt Clara, please don't go.
I have to. Richard, bring my handkerchief in my pocketbook.
Are you gonna try?
I'm going to blow my nose. Then I find some way to take you away from him.
On Christmas Eve, we left for New York and the Palace, but Pop got off at the first stop.
Look, I got 7 kids sleeping on that train. It's Christmas Eve.
If I give you 7 stockings, I won't have any props.
Don't you have any Christmas spirit?
What's that? Besides, they belong to the Bethlehem Chamber of Commerce.
I'll give you $10 for them.
15.
12.
14.
13.50.
So.
Town of Bethlehem, how you've changed in 2,000 years.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
City.
Mary.
He's up. He's coming.
All right. What's the big idea?
We took a boat.
But it's Christmas. Don't you want any Christmas presents?
We can buy our own. We're all working, you know.
For your bread and butter.
When you promised we'd be home.
Okay. Don't expect me to beg you. I've done everything I know how. We're not a family anymore. We're just playing the palace together.
On Christmas.
Don't let it worry you. It'll be our farewell appearance. I don't need you. I always did pretty good as a single.
What's the matter with him?
Shut up.
And so we finally made it. There we were on the stage of the Palace Theater. And as far as the audience knew, we were one big happy family. The old man was still hoping this wouldn't be our farewell appearance. After all, Aunt Clara had come to see our opening. But there was something he didn't know. Her two friends were officers of the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. Merry Christmas, Pop.
George Washington was the father of his country, as many other fathers we could name. His father, Knickerbocker, who got us out of Hawk. They ought to put him in the Hall of Fame. Pretty thing. Let's say a few kind words for Whistler's father and Pop Hansen, the father of baseball. But when I see my kids in line, I realize the world is mine. For I'm the greatest father of them all.
But he's the greatest father of them all.
Father got the summons while he was taking a bow. Aunt Clara had found a way.
And the statutes of the city of New York are explicit upon this point. A person who employs or causes to be employed or trains for purposes of exhibition any child under the age of 16 in singing or dancing or playing upon a musical instrument is guilty of a misdemeanor.
The law should be changed.
Sit down.
Judge, I'm a man of few words. Look at these kids. Do they look undernourished, overworked, tired?
Barney, forget it. Your Honor, I'd like to save us all a lot of time. I want to plead guilty.
Guilty? How can you plead guilty? You want to lose the kids? They'll give them to old Ironsides here.
Yeah. I guess they'd be a lot better off. I laid a pretty big egg in this fatherhood racket. I only tried it because I knew their mother would want me to. I owed her that much. Judge, I don't know anything but show business. I've been on the stage all my life. I didn't think there was anything wrong in wanting my kids up there with me. If I was a carpenter, I could bring them up as carpenters. Nobody dragged me into court. Maybe your father was a judge. This is all I know. A song and dance man. I guess it's not much, but I would have liked it if a couple of my kids had wanted to stay in the business. That's where I made my big mistake. I wasn't raising vaudevillians, I was raising carpenters. They hated every minute of it. I guess the best thing for them would be for me to go back on the road and mail that check home every week. Just hope they let me come and visit them once in a while. I've kind of gotten used to them. I want you to know this is the longest speech I ever made without getting a laugh.
The wonder to me, Mr. Foy, is that you didn't arrive at your decision sooner. According to this complaint, for almost a year now, these poor children have been forced into a way of life where they have no home and no childhood. How you could be so unfeeling as to...
I'll lay off him, Judge.
This is still a court of law, young man. Against their will, these poor children have been dragged from town to town.
Sleeping in lowers all the way.
Your kids should have it so good, Judge.
Yeah, that's right. Too mean to have kids.
Oh, go. Right. If you children continue this disturbance, I'll have you ejected from court.
Oh, that's great. You know how to treat children, don't you?
Throw us in jail.
What law school did you graduate from, huh?
Quiet!
I'm not gonna keep quiet. That's the whole trouble. We never let anybody know. We like show business.
We're awful at it, but we like it.
Of course we wouldn't tell the old man. What did he think? We're gonna walk up to him and say, Dad, we're having a peachy time and we think you're the salt of the earth?
He would have slugged us.
Sure would.
We're boys. We're not that corny. We'd rather have him think we hate him.
What's he wants to do, lick his hand?
And what's he always getting mad about? We can like Aunt Clara, too. It's a free country.
Judge, we're not exactly angels. I guess we've done some pretty terrible things. But with the old man, you don't do them twice. He knows how to handle us. He's done them all.
He sure has. Lots of times. We're awful well educated, too. He saw to that.
That's right, Judge. Even little Irving here.
He isn't even old enough to go to school.
No, he isn't. Not yet.
Tell the judge, what is the capital of the United States?
Baltimore.
Say, that was pretty darn good. He was only 38 miles from it.
Well, we never played there. You see, Judge, we're not too easy to handle. And there are so many of us. I wouldn't like to be the father of this bunch.
Considering what he had to work with, the old man's done a pretty good job.
And you just try to take us away from him. We won't let you. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty, or give me death.
Are you ladies and gentlemen finished?
I just remembered. The tail of the United States is buffalo.
Irving, don't work so hard.
Mr. Foy, if I interpret this last disturbance correctly, you are being paid a debt of gratitude by your children that many carpenters would be happy to receive.
Judge, I'm a man of few words.
And you've had them. Sit down. I'm convinced in my own mind that there is a healthy family relationship. Antagonistic, but healthy. I wish I got along as well with my children. However, the law allows me no choice as far as a performance on the stage in the city of New York is concerned. These children are underage, and I'm afraid that your engagement at the Palace Theater must be terminated.
Just a minute, Judge. I never went to law school, but I understand that loopholes is one of the most important courses.
What are you inferring?
Well, that thing you were reading about a person employing children under the age of 16.
For purposes of singing, dancing, playing upon a musical instrument is guilty of a misdemeanor.
Yeah, Mary Madeline. Come here, give the judge a sample of your talent right up here. Watch this, Judge. Okay, hit him with smiles.
There are smiles, yes, there are smiles that make us happy. There are smiles, yes, there are smiles that make us blue.
You call that singing? Richard, Charlie, you're on. Do your big dance number from Row, Row, Row. 1, 2. Call that dancing? Irving, show the judge your act. Let's go.
Do any of you children play a musical instrument?
Oh, we wouldn't dare.
Officer Harrison?
Yes, sir.
Officer Driscoll?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared to swear that this is the caliber of the performance that you witnessed on the stage of the Palace Theater?
Yes, Your Honor. A little better.
It could not, by the wildest stretch of the imagination, be termed entertainment. Case dismissed.
Thank you.
Sunday was such a nice day, and Clara decided to stay in America.
Good morning. They told me to feed you.
What happened? Where is everybody?
It's Sunday. They all went to church.
How about you?
I go Saturday.
Well, where's my pants? There's always a first time. Father, I'm Eddie Foy. My family get here yet? You know, the 7 kids?
Mr. Foy, you're Catholic, aren't you?
Oh, sure.
You're very welcome, but this is the Episcopal Church.
Oh, well, I'm kind of a stranger in town. Where's the Catholic Church?
We're not supposed to give out that kind of information, but I believe it's around the corner.
Oh, thanks.
Henry, tell the sexton to sound all the church bells and call the Presbyterians.
Right away.
Hey! Can I get in the act? I go, everybody goes.